Good afternoon. Welcome. Students, faculty, please remain standing. Families and friends, would you please rise for the national anthem? Please be seated. Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, administrators, trustees, families, friends, and guests. I am Kathleen Doherty, and I have the pleasure and the deep, deep honor of serving as the 21st president of this wonderful institution. Today, we gather to celebrate the graduation of the 189th class from Marietta College, the class of 2026. Parents, a little bird has told me that there is a minor error in the program. We will make sure that you get a corrected copy for your scrapbooks. Graduates, as you celebrate with your family and friends, I hope you will pause today to reflect on your time here at Marietta and the significant accomplishment that this moment represents. You got to this moment through dedication, hard work, and maybe a little luck. You have put in the time and effort, studied hard, I hope, and performed well. You get to claim that as your own personal accomplishment. Well done. Surprisingly few people do what you have done. You have already set yourself apart in the world as an educated person. That is something of which you should be incredibly proud. And whatever comes in your life, this is an accomplishment that no one can take from you. Your education will change the trajectory of your life in ways that you cannot now know. But this moment is also about something more than individual accomplishment. Though you, in the end, get to claim your own success, very few of us achieve what we do entirely on our own. You are here because you have put in the work, but also because you had the support to do so. I often talk about the truly human-centered and personal nature of a Marietta education. It's an education built on relationships with faculty, coaches, and staff who eventually become mentors and friends. They know you as individuals. They know your hopes and your dreams. your strengths and challenges, and they have been here to support you all along the way. They did not coddle you, because I know how hard they push. But they can push as hard as they do because they are there to support you through the process. It's part of what makes me so proud to be at Marietta. That personal commitment to our students is part of what makes Marietta a home, and it's part of what makes this place so special. But the relationships that you've built are not just with the faculty and staff. They are with each other. You have studied together, complained together, eaten together, lived together, socialized together, possibly partied together, competed together, challenged one another, and most importantly, you've been there to support one another. You've built a community of scholars, and that's part of how you've all been successful. You've also had the support of your family and friends, whether your family is one of birth or one of choice. They've been there to provide all kinds of support for you. Maybe they've provided a shoulder to cry on, heard your worries, or were there to celebrate your successes. It's wonderful to see all of those supporters here to celebrate with you today. I hope that what you've been gaining here at Marietta, in addition to a great education and the opportunity to grow in knowledge and skills, is an understanding of the importance of community and the realization that we all grow stronger together. It's an honor to celebrate today the strength of our community that has allowed each and every one of you to have tremendous personal success. Congratulations. Joining me today on the platform are Dr. Suzanne Walker, our Provost and Dean of the Faculty, Dr. Richard Danford, our Vice President for Student Life, Jim Wilson, Chair of the college's Board of Trustees, and our honored guest, Megan Schreck-Yun. This is a day of celebration, and we are delighted that all of you can be with us today. Will you all please stand and join me in singing the college hymn, led by the Marietta Concert Choir. The words are printed in your program. Thank you. Thank you to the choir, and to thank you, Scott, for your wonderful work with them. Please be seated. It's now my pleasure to introduce Jim Wilson, class of '69, chair of the college's Board of Trustees, who will provide a greeting from the board.
President Doherty, trustee colleagues, distinguished faculty, honored guests, members of the class of 2026. As chair of the Board of Trustees and a graduate of Marietta College, it is certainly a distinct privilege to welcome and congratulate you on behalf of all the members of the Board of Trustees. I commend you for the investment that you have made in your education and in doing so in your future. As trustees, it is our duty to protect and enable the mission of this great college. When we do this, we honor the generations of Marietta graduates who have come before you. And we do not do this alone. I want to personally thank the faculty, the administration of the college who have made your education possible. As students, you have had access to well-prepared, dedicated, and inspiring educators. On behalf of all Marietta trustees, I thank them for their investment in you and your achievements. For generations, graduates from here have left Marietta and become contributors and leaders of their families, their places of work, and their communities. Today, you join the long blue line of distinguished Marietta College alumni who have brought honor to the college through your accomplishments. My trustee colleagues and I wish you much success and happiness, and we certainly hope to see you back here in the future. And for all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Thank you once again.
Will Catherine Olivia Taylor and Kana Yoshida please come forward? Milo Parker Jewett taught at the Marietta Collegiate Institute and Marietta College from 1833 to 1848. Through his will, he established the Jewett Prize, which is awarded annually to seniors chosen in a public speaking competition. In the 19th century, every graduate of this college was required to give an oration as part of the commencement program. Today, we invite the Jewett Prize recipients of the class of 2026 to provide their remarks as part of this proceeding. Kana Yoshida, will you please come to the stage? Kana is from Nagaoka, Japan. Kana is a communication major. Kana, we would like to congratulate you as the winner of the second place Jewett Prize and look forward to your oration of Knocking on the Door.
Hear that? That is the sound of us knocking on a door. The door we opened when we first came to Marietta College. As George Washington once said, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Today, we hold that golden key in our hands. And now, we are standing in front of many new doors, ready to open them. Thank you so much for coming here today. And welcome, faculty, staff, friends, and family, and class of 2026. But first, imagine what door you open the most during your college life. Maybe the classroom door, hoping that professor didn't close it when you were late. Or maybe the Gilman door, which honestly feels heavy enough to be bulletproof. Or maybe the van door that took you to games and new challenges. Every door led you to a different world. When you open the classroom door, you enter a world of knowledge. When you open the Gilman door, you discover whether the ice cream machine was working or not. And when you open the van door, sports travel, study abroad, or educational experiences, your textbook became real, personal, and meaningful. But not every door was open all the time. Sometimes, no matter how many times you pushed, the door would not open. But in those moments, Marietta showed us something important. There's always another door, perhaps another key. When I locked myself out of my room, the Marietta College Police Department officers were there to help me. When I missed the dinner, there were always pepperoni rolled at pit stop. When class materials felt impossible, faculty offices and academic resource center were there. When I experienced the rejection, new door opened because I chose to try. I worked really hard for PioBiz business startup competition, but thank you. But I did not win. But during that process, I connected with many professors from different departments and even met the manager from Lafayette Hotel, leading well-publicized activity that I designed and implemented for them. As Alexander Graham Bell once said, when one door closes, another opens. Marietta College, its faculty, staff, and community taught us that message. There's always another door. And today, we are standing in front of the doorway together, the doorway to our future. That future only just a small number of world population can reach. According to UNESCO 2025, around the world, only 43% of world population has access to higher education. Freedom House 2025 reports that only 20% of world population lives in the country where they can freely choose their future. We are lucky, but we are not here only because we are lucky. We are here because we worked for it, because people believed in us, because we chose education, and because we chose courage over comfort. I still remember standing alone at the Japanese airport, unable to speak English fluently, knowing there's no going back when I crossed their doorway. Marietta College led me to open the door, where I guided International Student Union, Anime Club, Omicron Delta Kappa Leadership Honor Society, and where I participated to trips to Alabama and London. Doors filled with hope, with opportunity. I am not alone. So thank you so much for all of you who gave me this amazing opportunity. My next door to open will be the graduate student door at the London School of Economics. Stop. Think about it. What doors are open for you? And what doors do you want to open? If you still feel scared to knock on them, you are not alone. But remember this, keep searching, keep believing that there is a door waiting for you. Some will open easily, some will challenge you, and some will teach you just how strong you really are. Every one of you here is stronger than the person who first knocked at the Marietta College door. And now, you hold that golden key. You're the only one who can push the door open. Fear not the difficult door, but strive to knock at each opportunity. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Kana, thank you for your courage in coming to Marietta College. It's been a delight to have you here. I have to tell you, when you are the president and you have to call campus police to have them let you into the president's house because you locked yourself out, they say, now you know how the students feel. Catherine Olivia Taylor, will you please come forward? Catherine is from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Catherine is a health science major. Catherine, we congratulate you for being chosen as first place Jewett Prize winner and look forward to your oration of This Is It.
Good afternoon and welcome, faculty, staff, friends, family, and those who we are here for today, the class of 2026. Thank you all for being here as we celebrate such an incredible milestone. I know you've all heard this speech before. Congratulations, class of 2026. This is it. We finally made it. The biggest cliche, I know, but it's also the truth. Because somehow, after all of the moments of doubt and uncertainty, all of the late nights we've spent scrambling to meet deadlines, all of the exams that we've walked out of and said, I'm just glad that's over, and every single moment along the way, we're actually here. This is the end. But what's strange is that it doesn't really feel like the end until someone tells us that it is. We spend our entire lives, especially our college years, hearing people say, enjoy every minute, it goes by so fast. And after a while, it starts to lose its meaning. We brush it off because we think that we understand it, but we never really take it seriously. Maybe the truth is that we don't fully understand it until we're standing here looking back. Doesn't it make you wonder why it is that we only recognize these moments once we've already reached them? The moments that shape us are rarely the ones that we plan for. They're the ones that feel ordinary while we're living in them. We celebrate our friends' birthdays and accomplishments, but not the times that our schedules lined up with them and we went to Cinco for lunch together. It's moments like these that really strengthen our relationships. We celebrate a good grade on an exam, but not the late nights that we spent in the study rooms that made it possible. This is where we make breakthroughs in our education. We celebrate earning leadership roles in academics and clubs, but not the first practice that we were scared to go to, the one that ended up changing everything. And we celebrate graduation, but not the things that brought us here, the hard work, the people who got us through, and most importantly, Marietta College. This realization came to me as I recently reflected on my time at Marietta, more specifically the people that I met here. For those who don't know me, I have a small secret to share. I actually transferred to Marietta College at the beginning of my sophomore year. I know what you're thinking, get her off the stage, she's not even one of us. But that's kind of the point. I can't get up here and talk about the excitement of showing up on campus for the first time and making friends at Excel. I can't talk about being so excited to spend the first night with my new roommate in Elsie Newton or Russell Hall. And I can't talk about signing the book with everyone at matriculation, because I didn't do these things with you. My first day on campus looked a lot different from most of you. I walked into my sophomore year feeling like I had already missed my window. Everyone tells you that the friends that you make during your freshman year of college will be your friends for life. And here I was, starting in a brand new school, a year after everyone had already found their people. And even though I can't tell you about those experiences, I can tell you how I found a community here at Marietta College that welcomed me with open arms. A family. I showed up to class on the first day, unbeknownst to me that some of the people that I met that day would become some of the most important in my life now. I was placed into random group projects, forming connections with classmates I probably would have otherwise never spoken to. I saw an old friend on the mall one day, which led me to join a sorority and find an amazing group of kind, motivated women. I hesitantly took a dance class as an elective and ended up in the spring dance recital, where I met some of the most talented and outgoing individuals that I know. This eventually led me to join the dance team, where I got to cheer on some of our amazing athletics. I joined the Pioneer Activities Council and got to work alongside those who plan so many of our favorite events every year, like Homecoming, Doo-Dah-Day, and everyone's favorite, Bingo! And through all of these small, seemingly insignificant moments, I was led to meet people in this campus from all walks of life, who I'm so honored to be graduating with. And looking back on all of that, I realized that none of these moments were part of some grand plan. They were just small decisions, small chances, and small interactions that ended up shaping my college experience. I think that this realization is reflected perfectly in a quote by the philosopher Confucius. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. At first, that idea can feel a little overwhelming. The first time I heard it, I think my heart stopped. But I don't think that this quote is meant to scare us or rush us. I think it's meant to make us more aware. Once you realize that this is it, this one life, this one college experience, the only version of these moments that you get, you start to notice the things that you might have otherwise overlooked. You start to take risks, to take full advantage of every opportunity that you're given, and to be more present in moments that once felt ordinary. Maybe that's something as simple as saying yes when it would be easier to say no, like showing up to your 8 a.m. when you'd rather stay in bed. I know we're all guilty. For me, it meant saying yes to things that make me uncomfortable, even standing here right now. Anyone who knows me knows that I hate public speaking. When I was little, my mom would bribe me with suckers to talk to people when we were out in public. And yes, Mom, I'll be expecting a sucker for being so brave up here today. But I won't ever have the chance to speak at my college graduation again, so I decided to take it, because moments like this don't come around twice. So maybe it's not about having everything figured out. Maybe it's about noticing the moments while we're in them. So allow yourself to fully take in this moment and all of the little details that come with it. Congratulations, class of 2026. This is it. We've finally made it. This is the end. But it's also the beginning of finally understanding what it means to be here. Welcome to your life. Thank you.
So, Catherine, I also went to another school at the beginning of my sophomore year. Sometimes we make better choices the second time around, and we are delighted to be your second choice. I now invite Dr. Richard Danford, Vice President for Student Life, to the podium to introduce the prizes and awards.
On several occasions throughout the academic year, we honor and reward our students for achievements and contributions to the campus community. Today, we focus on our graduates. Let me call attention to the list of prizes and awards in today's program. These awards recognize outstanding performances by our graduates. You will note that some students have cords around their necks. Gold cords are worn by bachelor's candidates who have completed their studies with distinction at one of 3 levels. Cum laude is reflected by a single gold cord and indicates a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.749. Those with 2 gold cords have earned a GPA of 3.75 to 3.899, completing the degree magna cum laude. The bundle of 3 gold cords reflects a graduating summa cum laude, a GPA of 3.9 or higher. Cords in other colors represent membership in academic honor societies, and the colors represent the various academic disciplines. The program includes a list of graduating seniors in each of these honor societies. Students who have completed the curriculum honors program are identified by gold tassels on their mortarboards, while those who have completed research honors wear white cords. Students who complete both are awarded additional recognition of college honors. Please join me in recognizing these accomplishments. Will Noor Faiza please come forward? The Dave and Kala Hood Outstanding Faculty Award will be presented by Noor Faiza, President of the Marietta College Student Government Association.
Will Dr. Amy Elliott please come to the stage? The Outstanding Faculty Award was established by Student Senate in 1984 and is presented each year to the member of the faculty who demonstrates excellence in teaching and college involvement. The winner is nominated by students and is selected by the Student Government Association. Congratulations to this year's recipient of the Outstanding Faculty Award, Dr. Amy Elliott. The William Bay Irvine Medal is named for our president from 1948 to 1963, a man noted for his selfless devotion to Marietta College. The medal is based on the qualities of leadership, scholarship, loyalty, and service to the college. This person was nominated and chosen by their peers based on the aforementioned criteria. It is my pleasure to announce the outstanding member of the class of 2026, Victoria Sofia Pacheco.
Congratulations to all our award winners. Will Dr. Brian Ryder please come forward? As Provost and Dean of the Faculty, it is my pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the John G. and Jean B. McCoy Professorship for Teaching Excellence. The McCoy Professorship recognizes Marietta College faculty members who are identified as outstanding teachers by a selection committee composed of nationally recognized teachers and scholars who are not members of the Marietta College community. The program was established in 1993 as part of the McCoy Endowment for Teaching Excellence, which was donated to Marietta College by John G. McCoy, class of 1935, and his wife, Jean. Will Brianna Catherine Herrick and Jared Stephen Trinner please come forward? We would now like to recognize our valedictorian and salutatorian of the class of 2026. The hard work and determination of these students have won them the honor of becoming the class valedictorian and salutatorian, and I am pleased to present our top scholars a special medallion recognizing their academic achievement. The salutatorian of the 2026 graduating class is Jared Stephen Trinner, with a cumulative GPA of 3.996. I won't ask you who ruined it. Jared is from Bell Valley, Ohio, and is a sport medicine major with a psychology minor. The valedictorian of the 2026 graduating class is Brianna Catherine Herrick, with a cumulative GPA of 4.0. Brianna is from New Martinsville, West Virginia, is a special education, elementary education, dual preparation major with a teacher leadership certificate, and she makes great cupcakes. Congratulations again to our top scholars. At this point, we should note the presence in the graduating class of our newest member of Phi Beta Kappa, the most respected of academic honorary societies. Marietta College chapter was established in 1860, the 16th in the nation. Would Alexis Ruth Sabatino please rise? Congratulations, Alexis, on your induction into the Gamma of Ohio chapter of Phi Beta Kappa as a member of the class of 2026. We also want to recognize the recipients of graduation awards selected by Faculty Council. I ask each recipient to rise and be recognized as I read your name, and to remain standing until all recipients are announced. Audience, please reserve your applause until I have recognized all award recipients. The Dr. Frank E. Adair Prize is given annually to the member of the graduating class who has been the most outstanding during their college career in building morale, esprit de corps, and loyalty to the ideas of the college. Without particular relationship to academic standing, the 2026 recipient of the Adair Prize is Devin W. Hirschberger. Devin, where are you? The Alumni Association Community Service Award, established in 1975, is conferred on the graduating senior who has demonstrated continuing involvement as a leader and a close participant in an activity deemed of value to the community or the area. This year's recipient is Lais Gabriela Mora Flores. The Delta Upsilon Good Citizenship Award, established by the Marietta chapter of Delta Upsilon Fraternity, is given annually in honor of its members who gave their lives in World War II. The award is made to the member of the graduating class who has shown outstanding qualities of leadership, scholarship, character, and participation in extracurricular activities. The recipient of the Delta Upsilon Good Citizenship Award for 2026 is Maxwell T. King. The Asa Shin McCoy Award is given to a member of the graduating class who receives their degrees summa cum laude or magna cum laude, and who is, in the opinion of Faculty Council, worthy of this honor. This year's Asa Shin McCoy Award goes to Victoria Sophia Pacheco. The Stephen N. and Margaret E. Schmidt Prize is given annually to the member of the graduating class who, regardless of academic standing, demonstrated the strongest desire to complete their education at Marietta College, despite severe obstacles of any nature. This year, we have a student who will be honored. The 2026 Schmidt Prize goes to Cole Davis McIntyre. Please join me in congratulating all of these students. You may be seated. I also want to take a moment to recognize a particular group of pioneers graduating today. I invite all of our graduates who are first-generation college students to stand. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. The prestige of every college derives from its faculty. They set the standards for teaching and learning. They establish the expectations for their students and measure their progress towards achieving those expectations, which, when met, constitute eligibility for graduation. These are the individuals about whom graduates of the college always ask about and whom our seniors always brag. Today, I would like us to recognize retiring faculty. Will Dr. David Brown please stand? Please join me in congratulating and thanking Dr. Brown, who has been at Marietta College for 24 years. Also retiring is Dr. Ken Itzkowitz, who is unable to be with us today. He has served Marietta College for 37 years. Please join me in showing appreciation one more time as they pursue new adventures.
Congratulations to each of our award winners and to our faculty retirees. We will now have a special music presentation by the Marietta College Concert Choir, directed by Scout Reader.
See how everything we
thank you to the concert choir for a beautiful performance. I now get the honor of introducing today's commencement speaker. Marietta College has always helped students discover who they are and what they can achieve. We prepare students for lives of purpose, using the knowledge and skills learned in the classroom through experiential education and leadership in student organizations. Our graduates continue to inspire others with their exceptional dedication to service, community, and fulfilling careers. Our commencement speaker, 2006 graduate, Megs Schreck-Yun, embodies that promise in extraordinary ways. To those of you who were Jewett speakers today, Megs was also a Jewett speaker at her own commencement. As the founder and executive director of Beverly's Birthdays, Megs has dedicated her life to bringing joy, dignity, and hope to children experiencing homelessness, as well as families in need throughout the Pittsburgh region. What began in 2012 after a chance encounter with an 11-year-old girl named Beverly, who shared that she had never experienced a birthday party or even her own slice of birthday cake, has grown into a nationally recognized nonprofit serving thousands of families each year. Under Megs's leadership, Beverly's Birthdays now includes community baby showers, the Greater Pittsburgh Infant Formula Bank, and a mobile fashion truck that helps children and families celebrate important milestones. Her work has been recognized by Pittsburgh Magazine's 40 Under 40, Good Morning America, and NBC Nightly News for the impact she continues to make through compassion and service. Megs once said, "Life without cause is life without effect." Through her work, she has shown what it truly means to be a pioneer, someone who creates a better world through kindness, courage, and action. Please join me in welcoming Marietta College alumna, humanitarian, and member of the graduating class of 2006, Megan J. Schreck-Yun.
Good afternoon, everybody. To our graduates, to faculty, to parents, to alumni, to the Marietta community, I'm so honored to be here today. Thank you to President Doherty and to everyone who made today possible. To be invited back on this stage is surreal. What an honor. I'm so humbled. 20 years ago, when I had the opportunity to stand on this stage, I remember the mix of excitement and uncertainty, the feeling of standing on the edge of something big with not just quite knowing what was about to come. This moment is also deeply personal for me because my mentor, Dr. Mabry O'Donnell, is here. She was there for me then, and I thank you for still continuing to be here. 2 of my 4 children are here today, which makes this moment even more special. They know me as Mom, quite fitting on Mother's Day weekend, but this weekend I got to show them a place that helped shape me long before they even knew me. That's one of the gifts of life. The moments we live quietly come back later as memories that we get to share. Because to quote the famous Dr. Seuss, you never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. 20 years have passed since I was a student here, and what I'm left with now are memories. Memories that if I close my eyes, I can place myself right back there. I can feel the energy, I can hear the laughter. My 20th birthday was celebrated at the Pancake Finals Breakfast in Gilman Hall. Everybody sang me happy birthday. I can think about all the doodah days and mud volleyball, Greek week, lip sync, the dances, the chaos of all of that fun. My class will remember the year that it flooded and we were canoeing in front of Herman Fine Arts Center. I don't really think that that was allowed, but we did it. Freshman year, it snowed, and I'm talking a real snow day where they canceled classes and we got to do snowball fights and we were just kids again. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning my senior year, I would go to Izzy's and I would get Raisin Bran Crunch and an apple juice and eat it on my way to my media class. I was one of the 4 people to live in the newly renovated senior apartments, Fairweather Hall. We had our own kitchen, and I can just visibly remember me and my 3 friends running down that hallway every night singing Billy Joel, "We Didn't Start the Fire." We walked the cobblestone roads in kitten heels, gaucho pants, and our going out top. And trust me, that will come back in style. Fashion always repeats itself. I would sit in the rock wall in Dyson and hang out with one of my friends who worked there, and I was never quite brave enough to climb that wall, but we would exchange stories. I came back early every summer for the McDonough Leadership Program. One time there was a cheerleading date auction at Izzy's. We would have road trips to Parkersburg and long weekends in the van with Cece the Bear for forensics tournaments. And then there were the real life moments, the ones you don't plan for. I watched friends go through loss, struggles, and grief, trying to learn how to be there for someone while you were still trying to figure things out for yourself. You've all experienced this, balancing classes, work-study jobs, friendships, and everything else that comes with that season in life. Those moments shaped me, and now those moments are memories. 20 years ago, I ended my speech with a simple phrase: take a bite out of life. That idea came from Maurice Sendak, author of Where the Wild Things Are. He said he got fan mail from one of the mothers sharing how much her son loved his illustrations. Her son loved them so much that he bit into them. He loved them so much he ate it. And I remember thinking, yes, I laughed then and I still smile now to that. That's how I want to live. Not standing back and admiring life from a distance, but engaging with it, taking a bite out of it. And honestly, I think children understand that better than we do sometimes. Not long ago, my daughter said to me, "Mom, we just get one life." She's right. Years ago, my oldest son, who's here today, he said something I've never forgotten. "Mom, I hope people have a happy heart." He's 13 now, but that sentence has stayed with me forever. Because what a goal. Not a perfect plan, not a flawless resume, not endless achievement, but a happy heart. At 21, I thought taking a bite out of life meant bold moves and big moments. At 41, I know that it can mean something quite quieter. It means noticing the moments that might not seem big at all, because those are actually the moments that shape everything. This campus is full of reminders if you're paying attention. There's the rock in front of McDonough Center. I visited it yesterday with my kiddos. They climbed on it. Year after year, it is painted with messages, some funny, some hopeful, some bold, but underneath, they all have the same desire. Did you write a message on that rock? Because what it is meant to say is, see me, celebrate me, hear me. That doesn't go away after graduation. We carry it with us. Recently, I came across a story online, and I'd like to say honestly to you that I read it, but I watched it on TikTok. And it was about this night cashier who worked at a gas station. And he would say that there was always stories of people coming in when you work the night shift. And you started to see the same people. These were individuals who maybe couldn't sleep, they were working late, maybe trying to avoid going home. One night, a man came through his line around 2 a.m., bought a few items, went up to the register, checked him out, cashier handed him the receipt. The man looked at him and said, "Can I ask you a weird question?" Cashier said, "Sure." "Can you write something on this receipt?" Anything. Just something a human wrote to another human. Cashier, kind of wide-eyed, was like, "Well, what?" The man said, "I don't care. Your name, a smiley face, the weather. I just need proof that someone saw me today." So the cashier wrote a simple message. "Hope you have a good night." That man folded it, tucked it into his pocket, and off he went. The cashier couldn't stop thinking about this. That man literally had said to him after receiving that receipt, "Thank you. You're the first person who has talked to me in 6 days." 6 days. So that cashier said he started paying attention to all the individuals who came in to that gas station, and he started writing notes on every single receipt. He noticed that although they might have come in alone, they actually were together. Eventually, he went to his manager and asked, "Do you think we could put a bench outside of this gas station?" Manager obliged, and before you know it, that bench started to be filled with those individuals who started sitting and chatting, creating space for community. It made me think about another bench. You might know that there is a bench, there's 2 actually, sitting in front of the McDonough Center. One of the benches honors my classmate, Mike Conti, who passed away our junior year. When you saw Mike on the mall, he made it his mission to ensure that you saw him. He would scream your name and wave, and he just made you feel like a celebrity. He was kind. He noticed people. He made you feel like you belonged. I was honored to speak at his memorial, and I remember talking about that he just showed up for people. And reflecting back and sitting there on that bench yesterday, I can honestly say Mike had a happy heart. Our class chose to honor him with that bench, and for 20 years it has sat there and held students, you. It's a place to sit, it's a place to create community, a place where maybe people feel a little less alone, where they can connect and figure things out. After I graduated in 2006, I spent a few years trying to figure things out. From 21 to 25, I had 5 different jobs. Yes, 5. I was searching, trying to find myself, wondering where I fit. From a risk management consulting firm to an ad agency, to having the opportunity to return home and teach here at Marietta, then doing a year of service as an AmeriCorps member back in Pittsburgh, and then finally landing for a moment at Washington and Jefferson College as their Director of Volunteer Services. While at W&J, I often accompanied the students to an after-school center. One afternoon during a site visit, I sat down next to a little girl named Beverly. She was 11, and she shared with me that she had never had a birthday party or her own slice of birthday cake. That moment changed everything. At 25, I remember thinking I would gladly give up all of my birthdays if it meant there were children out there not missing out. I knew I needed to do something about it because it was one of those small moments that I just couldn't ignore. So I did. I took a bite out of life. I leaned in, and in 2012, I founded Beverly's Birthdays. And over the past 14 years, our mission has grown. Today, we are Beverly's PGH, celebrating and strengthening families across southwestern PA, supporting more than 30,000 children and their caregivers each year. We've celebrated birthdays for children who genuinely thought they'd be forgotten. We've supported new moms during a very stressful time in their life. And we've provided basic care items to families navigating incredibly hard seasons. But has always remained constant is our why. Because people are hungry for more than just resources. They are hungry to be seen, to be valued, to know that they matter. And so while our work is known for the 3 B's, birthdays, babies, and basics, I've come to understand that that's just the beginning. The real work is building bridges, creating benches, and making belonging real. Those are the 3 B's. And I've thought a lot about why I'm sharing it today with all of you, graduates. It really comes down to moments. A moment at a register when someone just needs to feel seen, a moment of loss that changed our campus, and a moment sitting next to Beverly that changed my life. These moments become something more. They become memories. And when you wake up tomorrow, today will be a memory. So what will you do with those moments matters. Because when you leave here today, you're stepping into your own version of that. Some of you have a plan, some of you are still figuring it out, and both are okay. What matters is that you just stay open to those doors that are knocking, because this is your life, to the moments that ask something of you, because they are the ones that will shape you. Today, you join the long blue line. You are now a part of the story of this place. You leave as pioneers, not because you have everything figured out, because you are willing to go forward anyway. So as you step into what comes next, I hope you carry this with you. We just get one life. Take a bite out of it. Build a happy heart. Be present in your moments, because they don't stay moments for long. They become memories. And you don't always realize their value until you're looking back. Help people feel seen. And wherever you go, offer a bench. Congratulations, class of 2026! Welcome to the long blue line.
Megs, thank you so much for being here today and for sharing your story with us. You are an inspiration, and we look forward to celebrating your many successes yet to come. Now, for the moment that you have all been waiting for, it's time for the granting of your degree. Provost Walker.
Will Allie Dorflinger and Christy Barnes please come forward? Drs. Dorflinger and Barnes will be hooding our Master of Arts candidates. Graduates, in just a few moments, faculty marshals will begin to lead you forward. As your name is read, you will greet the president, who will present you a diploma inscribed with your name, indicating academic honors earned, signed by the proper officials, and bearing the Great Seal of Marietta College. After you greet the president, please exit the stage and follow the arrows for a cap and gown photo before returning to your seats. President Doherty, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts and to certify that they have or will soon fulfill the required conditions of residence, attendance, and scholarship, and that they are worthy to take their places in the illustrious company of Marietta alumni. Will the Master of Arts in Psychology candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Ohio and the Board of Trustees of Marietta College, I confer upon those who fulfill all requirements for the Master of Arts degree as certified by the faculty of Marietta College with all the ancient rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Officials now bring forward our master's degree graduates for the presentation of diplomas.
Jillian Scott Fellers. Madison Lee Muntz. Ava Marie Kazmerzak. Bridget Marie Mangus. Will the candidates for all the bachelor's degrees please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Ohio and the Board of Trustees of Marietta College, I confer upon those who fulfill all requirements for the bachelor's degree as certified by the faculty of Marietta College with all the ancient rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto pertaining.
Will the marshals please bring forward the Bachelor of Arts candidates? The rest of you may be seated. Sophia Abramkina. McKenna Renee Barks. Madeline Jean Barton. Hayden Lee Bays. Nicholas William Bender. John Lee Barretts. Addison Isabel Betts. Parker Ray Bolin. Kelsey L. Bowman. Kate Elise Brady. Lucas L. Callan. Cameron Michelle Campbell. Darius M. Carden. Zier Joe Carpenter. Geneva Delane Check. Mohammed M. Sharif. Seth Michael Collins. Caleb Douglas Davis. Wyatt R. Deem. Meredith Dawn Devine. Joseph W. DeLella. Morgan Taylor Dixon. Dante Matthew Dacio. Jeffrey Richard Dolby. Maggie E. Downard. David Alexander Ellis. Jonah Raymond Emery. Peyton Elaine Ingle. Cooper James Fearer. Cale David Flowers. Ashley Page Ford. Erica Lynn Faubel. Lillian R. Franchino. William Eugene Friesen. Declan Lane Garrett. Evelyn Marie Gravlin. Jacob Gruba. Nathan Arthur Hamilton. Ayana Sue Hancock. Mackenzie Hartram. Mackenzie Marie Heil. Brianna Catherine Herrick. Callie Rose Hessen. Michaela Elizabeth Hieronymus. Halen Riley Hiles. Lindsay Marie Hissa. Levante Lanier Hodges. Samuel A. Holthouse. Harley T. Hopkins. Jaslyn Elizabeth Ingold. Zion Amari Jackson Wilborn. Aiden James Keener. Andrew Luke Corner. Sal Laurie. Olivia B. Lemasters. Jenna Lynn Levens. Barrett Eichelberger Lindell. Sierra Mae Littleton. Keanu Manuel Lopez. Connor John Allen Lusk. Cale D. McCutcheon. Cole Davis McIntyre. Brady Stephen McManaway. Jessica Marie Melvin. Shelby Maddox Metzger. Petr Mich Barisic. Kaylin Elizabeth Isabel Moore. Sarah Ann Morris. Bryce Gavin Moyers. Renee Mariana Mulvaney. Rika Nakasuji. Sophia Paige Nelson. Gabrielle Christina Nemeth. Riley Emma Nutter. Riley Shea Oblisk. Victoria Sophia Pacheco. Sky Marie Peck. Joshua Michael Pedersen. Annabelle Marie Perry. Lindsay Renee Posey. Kaya Nicole Proctor. Noah Ryan Ray. Connor Reed. Cassie Marie Reynolds. Brandon David Riley. Franco Foster Rome. Braulio Rosas Klaus. Shane Roethlisberger. Tahir Iben Mutahir Subri. Owen Hunter Shad. Eric P. Schnegg. Alan D. Schwab. Justin Lane Shanklin. Quentin Dallas Sheets. Emily A. Sheriff. Jacob Carson Singleton. Nathaniel Stewart Slagle. Gabriel Lawson Slaughter. Phoebe Darian Smith. Storm A. Stimmel. Jordan Amos Straw. Xander Strope. Chloe Elise Stump. Christian Aaron Taylor. Daniel G. Timmons. Landon Paul Thompson. Jalen Amir Tinsley. Josie Elizabeth Van Kirk. Austin Mitchell Van Noy. Mason Jeffrey Vaughter. Marco Clemente Visi. Jordan James Watt. Leah N. Weber. Mallory K. Wiles. Haley Ann C. Williams. Madison Elizabeth Wilson. Avery John Wolf. Zachary D. Worstel. Kanei Yoshida. Thomas Robert Zerman. Next, we have the degree of the Bachelor of Fine Arts. Lais Gabriela Mora Flores. Emma Greer Gander. Logan Scott Hurtle. Riley Jane Machinga. Maurice William Riley. Brendan Marshall Thompson. Next, we have the degree of the Bachelor of Science. Braden Mitchell Adams. Caden Sean Adams. Shayna in Allhouse. Allshouse. Blade Avery Barkley. Jared Alexander Bees. Ian J. Carpenter. Emily Grace Comiskey. Gabriella Davison. Brett Kean Dickerson. Elena Francis. Havana Lynn Gomez. Hallie Elise Habermill. Adrian Kelly Hammondtree. Hunter Ray Haynes. Helena Barbara Hardy. Landon Todd Harney. Devin W. Hirschberger. Megan Riley Hoover. Corey Elise Hunter. Mason Ray Jackson. Maxwell T. King. Kelsey R. Lonis. Catherine Ann Martin. Kylie R. McFan. Lee Miller. Justin Warren Philip O'Brien. Ruth Ann Marie Redman. Tyler Edward Reich. Haley Elizabeth Romshak. Alexis Ruth Sabatino. Landon Daniel Salgett. Kira Paige Shannon. Brady James Scholdwachter. Matthew D. Siegler. Chase Matthew Stephen. Mallory Emma Sullivan. Catherine Olivia Taylor. Matthew Gage Thomas. Jared Stephen Trinner. Serge Allen Wall. Next are the Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering. Thompson Jack Babineau. Aiden John Curtis Bailey. Hunter Allen Bittinger. Bo Conrad. J. Clay Matthew Jeffers. Colin T. Kroll. Elijah Henry Cool. William B. Lindsay. Ethan R. Miller. Alex Riley Posey. Bo Richard Priest. Caleb M. Schaefer. Abigail E. Shartle. Eli Grant Schuldis. Richard D. Spencer.
We're giving all the last graduates a minute or two to get back to their seats and have their photos taken. Okay. Will all of the graduates please stand and be recognized one more time as a group? We are so very, very proud of all of you. We will now symbolize the awarding of these degrees with the traditional turning of the tassel from the right of your mortarboard to the left. Please go ahead. Now, graduates, I ask that you give your parents, family, and friends a round of applause for their support and their encouragement during their time here. Graduates, you may be seated. When I called Meg Strekyun to invite her to be our commencement speaker, she answered the phone, and I introduced myself. She immediately said, "Oh, this is getting interesting." And even better, she accepted my offer to join us today before even asking the date of commencement. But she had one request of me. She asked that I make sure that she had the opportunity to connect with a beloved faculty member and whether that faculty member could be invited to commencement. I'm so pleased that Professor Emerita Mabry O'Donnell is here with us today. Thank you, Mabry. Her request seemed to me a fitting way of connecting the dots and what we hope happens in a student's time here. We all find our way in the world because someone helped us, guided us, and believed in us. Our students find in this special place mentors, and the pieces start to fall together. They find their own path, they grow up, and they grow into their own talents and abilities. One of the great pleasures of our work here at Marietta is getting to take part in that growth. We get to see you find your way and develop into educated, capable, thoughtful adults. And we know that for each and every one of you, there is still so much more to come. We are honored to have played an important part and helping you become the best version of yourselves. Our hope for you is that as you go out into the world, the experiences you've had here and the work you've done here are the foundation for many future successes. You'll always be a pioneer, and we'll always be glad to welcome you home. We could not be more proud. Congratulations, graduates, and welcome to the Long Blue Line. Will everyone please rise as the Marietta College Choir sings the Marietta College alma mater, Time-Honored Marietta. After the alma mater, we will have an opportunity to meet and greet these newest graduates. Families, I ask that you please remain at your seat until the platform party, trustees, faculty, and students recess outside. We'll be delighted to talk with you all at the end of the ceremony.
Amen.